Hey, what's going on, all you ghouls and ghosts out there? My name is Mike Macabre, and welcome to the graveyard. As always, if you like what you see, like, subscribe, comment, share the video, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any more of my reaction videos, Friday Night Frights, Mouthing Off with Mike Macabre, or whatever else I'm doing on this channel. But in tonight's episode, we have another reviews and reactions. And we're continuing with this Funker Vogt little couple songs here for my birthday. And we're going to be checking out their song, Fourth Dimension. Now, I don't remember if I mentioned it in my first reaction with Fallen Hero, that Fourth Dimension was the first Funker Vogt song that I've ever heard and instantly hooked. And I'll discuss that more after the reaction on my whole spiel about that. But yeah, I absolutely love this track. Like I said, it's the one that hooked me. Been a fan for life since. But no more ghouling around. Let's check it out. All right, ghouls and ghosts. Funker Vogt with their song Fourth Dimension off of the Execution Tracks. My favorite album. Love that syncopation. "100% deserving of Glow Stick Special." forgot they use samples in this song. Man, what a blast from the past. I don't listen to this track often, and I'll explain a little bit more about that, or about the reason for that in the review section, or yeah, the review section. See you there. All right, ghouls and ghosts. That was Funker Vogt with their song Fourth Dimension. As always, link to original video will be down in the description box for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. And again, I requested this track because it's for my birthday, turning the big 39, almost 40. Ugh. Anyways, I do digress. A little history about this track. As I said earlier, this was the first track I ever heard of Funker Vogt that got me into Funker Vogt, but not only Funker Vogt, but this was the doorway for a lot of different electronica bands. VNV Nation, Wumpscut, Funker Vogt, well, Rammstein, but there was more like they were in there as well. But I didn't really get much into them until much later. After I think Rise of Risa was the where I was like, bam, I'm a fucking fan, and that was my favorite band ever since. But I do digress. This album, the Execution Tracks, came out I think in '98, and I didn't hear it until either '99 or 2000. And if I heard it in '99, I was 12 or 13 years old, and it blew the ever loving fucking mind of mine. It was transcendent. I couldn't describe it. I was instantly hooked. I was just drawn into it. It was very enigmatic, mysterious, and I was dealing heavily into depression. I was, like I said, 12 or 13. For a lot of young youth, that is very trying times, becoming pubescent and dealing with the hormonal changes. And I was I was bullied a lot in school. And when my cousin was responsible for a lot of the music, because his dad was stationed in Germany, he would bring a bunch of like mixed CDs, other CDs back with him, and he would listen to them like, hey, check this out, see what you like. And what we would do is we would get all these tracks, and then Kazaa, LimeWire, Napster, all that was heavily a part of the culture at that point, and I partook in a lot of the music. And well, in different things as well, videos. I just remember, a 4-minute track taking a half an hour long on 256K modems. And what a time to be alive! And it has a certain nostalgic feel for me now. But in that depression, I was dealing I had a lot of questions with God, religion, and different things like that. And this song, given its particular lyrical content, which talks about dying and moving on to the fourth dimension, was, like I said, very transcendent to me. It changed my mind. It gave me new things to think about and question my own mortality. I've been questioning my own mortalities for as long as I can remember. It's going to be my plight, if you will. Even to this day, I still struggle with it. But the syncopation and the very harsh vocal work was just there was just something about it. It drew me in, didn't let me go. And is it their best track? No, not by a long shot. But it does have, like I said, a certain reminiscent behavior or like that I had that I wouldn't say I don't necessarily have anymore, but I can understand how it shaped my young mind and it expanded my mind. And even just now when I was listening towards the end with the syncopation part, it's just I am transported out of my body into another plane, and I can see myself moving in fragments and in I wouldn't say, maybe like stop motion, I guess a little bit. It's hard to explain. Hopefully I'm doing an okay job at it, but if I don't, I do apologize. And it will always have a place in my heart. It was the first track where I took a serious look at electronica music and different things: EBM, EDM, trance, dance, jungle, industrial, all of them. So, and it's stuck with me. So it wasn't just like, you know, a fleeting thing or like a phase. A lot of people, you know, during that time they have a phase of something, whether it be goth, punk, emo, yada yada yada. So it wasn't a phase. But as I said, it's not their greatest track, and I do have my own proclivity, my own affinity for it, but I don't take that into account as far as the score is concerned. That being said, score. I am going to give this 4 skulls out of 5. Absolutely happy with that score for all the reasons I just stated. But I think that's going to be it for this episode of reviews and reactions. As always, if you like what you saw, like, subscribe, comment, share the video, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any more of my reaction videos, Friday Night Frights, Mouthing Off with Mike Macabre, or whatever else I'm doing on this channel. But as always, ghouls and ghosts, stay scared.